Hello, my friends. Today's reading is Galatians 6:9. And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. If we do not give up. Here, Paul speaks to our emotions, our minds, and our hearts. We all know what it's like to get weary of doing the same thing over and over again. And Paul knew it. So he gives us a spiritual law or principle he's learned to guide us. It's the law of consequences. In fact, this law is recognized in Eastern religions as well as karma. Only Paul says something more profound than karma. He's encouraging us to do good for others because there is an amazing reward from a personal and loving God awaiting us. So the context of this verse is time and effort. It's easy to grow weary with tasks and with certain people over time. The tedium of doing the same thing or being with the same person over and over. Often our emotional makeup is that of a sprinter who has bursts of speed for new and different races. We love that rather than the long distance plodding of a runner who has to set the pace for a long period of time. So Paul here introduces hope. Over time, the sprinter gets discouraged because if he can't see the finish line, he just doesn't want to run as fast. And the lack of the immediate reward makes him want to give up. But this is a mistake and it's a deception. It's the mindset of a child or an adolescent who needs immediate satisfaction. There is a finish line with rewards and trophies coming. It's just not yet. So like a farmer who sows and eventually reaps a harvest, so we are sowing seeds that will eventually grow up for bad or good. And Paul says, one for corruption and the other for eternal life. So Paul concludes, don't get tired of doing good for everyone, especially the household of faith. And he lists several things here that we can be doing. Restoring gently someone who's straying, carrying each other's burdens, and teaching and sharing the truth with each other. Now, this is not an exhaustive list. In fact, it might be good for all of us to make two lists. One is the opportunities and ways that God uses you often in other people's lives. The second is a list of people God has placed in your sphere of influence that you can be doing good to on a regular basis. And then let's get out our calendars, our phones, our schedule times, and make sure that we're doing this faithfully. And especially include that task or person that requires perseverance. Of course, do the spontaneous acts of love that are so fun that come our way, but also be faithful over the long haul, doing what God has asked us to do, because the harvest of our labor is coming. God bless you.